All right, follow-up video here from earlier. How to handle these next 4 weeks. So I had mentioned in an earlier post that 70% of the weight we gain as a population, we gain in November and December, basically Thanksgiving and Christmas. It gets colder outside, we slow down, we don't move as much, and there's just more unhealthy junk food to eat that we tend to overeat on, right? So how do we avoid that? Basically, a couple things. It depends on what your goals are, first of all, so you can lean into this weight gain if you want to, and just say, okay, what can I do to encourage this weight gain to be muscle rather than fat? It's great to put on a couple pounds of muscle in a month, also hard to do, but we don't want to put on a couple pounds of fat. So how do we do that? Make sure you're on a good strength training program or resistance training program. You have to lift some heavy weights and encourage or prioritize protein in your diet. All right, so at any meal you're sitting down to, identify the protein source first and start there, right? Eat the protein first at most every meal. So increasing protein, lifting weights, that's going to encourage muscle protein synthesis and putting on lean muscle mass. Very oversimplified, but at the same time, I think we can overcomplicate things. So let's keep it simple, right? So that's one thing you can do, is just accept a few pounds of weight gain, but encourage it to be muscle versus fat. If you want to avoid the weight gain or even continue to lose weight, then we take a little bit of a different approach. Still do those two things. Still prioritize protein. I still will always encourage you to be on some kind of a strength training program. But here's what I suggest. Take about 10 or 15 minutes and write down what a perfect day of health looks like for you, what a good day of health looks like for you, and what an acceptable or bare minimum day of health looks like for you. And let's treat this, we're playing the long game here. Let's treat your health like it's a sport, okay? So you're an athlete, you're playing a sport, and your sport is health, right? You got to have an in-season and an off-season. This might not be your in-season, this might be your off-season. But even in the off-season, we still train, just not as aggressively. We train differently. So we still want to have a focus and a priority on our health. And some weeks of practice are going to be better than others, but we're still in the game. We're still playing the sport. So identify a perfect day, a good day, and a bare minimum day. And then look at your calendar for the next 4 weeks and highlight the days that you have something going on, right? So Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, and then if you got any work functions or celebrations with friends, whatever, identify those days. Maybe there's 6 days, okay? And so that's, if there's 30 days between now and the end of the year, 20% of your days, right? So you got 6 days. Those 6 days will likely be an acceptable bare minimum type of a day. So what I mean by that is think non-negotiable. So even on those days, if it's not acceptable, it's unacceptable, right? So we don't allow unacceptable. But what will you accept right now with a focus on your health? Just get at least one healthy meal in. Can we do that? Can you walk for 15 to 30 minutes or move your body for 15 to 30 minutes? Can you still hydrate? So what can you still do even on your worst day for your health? So that's what you want to kind of identify as your bare minimum day. A perfect day. I think of this like golf. Like I would love to golf every day in the summer, but that's not realistic. It's not possible. Same thing with a perfect day of health. It's not going to be possible every day. But when you have the opportunity, take it. All right. So identify what that perfect day looks like for you. And when the stars align and you can do it, do it. All right. That might only be a handful of the days. That might be another 6 days, right? So you got 6 acceptable days, 6 perfect days, and then the remainder, we want to aim for good days. So a good day should be, at the end of that day, a net positive for your health, right? You're making more good decisions than bad decisions. You're eating mostly healthy foods those days. You're exercising, you're moving your body those days. You're hydrating, you're trying to get a decent night's sleep, okay? So we're having a good day. Not perfect, but better than the bare minimum. So it's between your standards and your ceilings, right? Between your floor and your ceiling. And if we do that, you're going to get through this next month with some momentum coming into January. Instead of feeling like a stuffed Thanksgiving turkey come January 1, that's another kind of a pitfall or a trap is it's very easy to justify letting our guard down completely because we just say things like, it's the holidays, it's stressful, I'm busy, I want to enjoy this time with my family, I don't want to think about I don't want to think about food and making good decisions. I just want to enjoy this, and then I'm going to really buckle down come January. And that's a very common mindset. But again, a common mindset is going to get you common results, and the common result is putting on weight and taking away from your health. And we want to reverse that trend. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to do anything extreme. Just stay in the game. You're still an athlete. You're still playing the sport. Your sport is health. Just be health-minded. Stay focused. Just prioritize it on some level every day. Most days should be a good day. Pick your spots to hit a perfect day. And then on the days that you've identified as special events, just do a couple of things, right? So that's it. That's my recipe for the next 4 weeks. I can certainly get more specific and customized if you don't know how to set up a perfect day, good day, acceptable day. If you don't even know where to start, I have a link in my bio. Click it. You can book a free consultation with me, and we can talk about that. I would love to have that opportunity, but if you already know this information, put it to use, all right? I hope everybody has a wonderful winter and wonderful December, wonderful holidays, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Later.